Hello, everyone. It is Friday, January 24th, 2025. We have another emergency alert update here. It is the late afternoon. Been gone for quite a few days, but we're back. There's definitely been some emergency developments recently, as I'm about to show here now. Let's get this going. So we have this here. We're here on X. I use this quite often. Once again, this is initially a live stream that gets posted to the YouTube channel. All right, let's continue. So we'll start with this here. We have a new administration. Donald J. Trump is president once again. He did quite a few new executive orders. Some of them we should talk about a little. But you could see all of them here on Anna Matson's X page. She posted this thread with many of the executive orders. As you can see here. All right, this is a major one, and many people agree. Withdrawing from the United States, withdrawing the United States from the WHO, the World Health Organization. The WHO is definitely not an organization that should be in the United States. They tried to pass a treaty where they would pretty much take control during another pandemic. The Constitution wouldn't even matter much if the WHO treaty was put into effect during a pandemic. So withdrawing the United States from the WHO is a very big deal. Then we have this here. Declaring a national emergency at the southern border of the United States. The Secretary of Defense or the Secretary of each relevant military department, as appropriate with and consistent with applicable law, shall order as many units or members of the armed forces, including the Ready Reserve and the National Guard, as the Secretary of Defense determines to be appropriate to support the activities of the Secretary of Homeland Security in obtaining complete operational control of the southern border of the United States. So the Secretary of Homeland Security and the Secretary of Defense are working together now to secure the southern border of the United States. We'll get into that a little more shortly. There was some recording I saw of United States Marines being deployed at the southern border. Let's continue. This is also major for the borders in the United States territorial integrity, clarifying the military's role in protecting the territorial integrity of the United States. It is the policy of the United States to ensure that the armed forces of the United States prioritize the protection and the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the United States along our national borders. So the armed forces are now going to take it much more seriously, and it's clarified further that the military needs to protect our borders and the territorial integrity of the United States. This is also quite major. Unleashing American energy. It is the policy of the United States to encourage energy exploration and production on federal lands and waters, including on the outer continental shelf, in order to meet the needs of our citizens and solidify the United States as a global energy likely leader long into the future. It's also going to ensure an abundant supply of reliable energy is readily accessible in every state and territory of the nation. Eliminate the electric vehicle mandate, the EV mandate, to guarantee that all executive departments and agencies provide opportunity for public comment and rigorous peer-reviewed scientific analysis. So this is going to make energy much more abundant, as it says there, which will therefore make energy a whole lot less expensive. It will become far cheaper, less expensive when it comes to gas, electric, industrial things like that. Energy is now unleashed and not so restricted as it has been the last 4 years, which we're going to get into. It's going to be over here somewhere. You'll see. Let's continue. Realigning the United States refugee admissions program. The United States will admit only those refugees who can fully and appropriately assimilate into the United States, and to ensure that the United States preserves taxpayer resources for its citizens. So we now have more of a focus on the U.S. citizens instead of foreigners and refugees. Now, this is the one that's got a lot of attention. American citizenship. It is the policy of the United States that no department or agency of the United States government shall issue documents recognizing United States citizenship or accept documents issued by state, local, or other governments or authorities purporting to recognize United States citizenship to persons. 1, when that person's mother was unlawfully present in the United States and the person's father was not a United States citizen or lawful permanent resident at the time of said person's birth, or 2, when that person's mother's presence in the United States was lawful but temporary, and the person's father was not a United States citizen or lawful permanent resident at the time of said person's birth. We have this executive order here. Secure the border, securing our borders. It is the policy of the United States to take all appropriate action to secure the borders of our nation. This will include building a wall and deporting illegals. So the wall will be finished, built as it should be. Those who've crossed over illegally will be deported. As you know, there's now operations going on that ICE is going around with a lot of the police forces, deporting illegals all throughout the nation. Hopefully that is done correctly. There's a lot of risk to that. They have to be very careful. In deporting a lot of these people, especially from other countries, it could cause problems with relations with other nations. It's going to be, it is very risky what they're doing when it comes to the deportations. And we have this here, putting people over fish, stopping radical environmentalism to provide water to Southern California. It's going to route more water from the Sacramento San Joaquin Delta to other parts of the state for use by people there who desperately need reliable water supply. So they've been keeping water further in the, looks like the Sacramento San Joaquin Delta instead of giving it to people. So now a lot more water from that delta are going to be sent down to the water supply in Southern California so the people could use it instead of the fish as much. That's very interesting that they were putting that they were putting fish over people before this executive order. So that should get more water to Southern California that they need due to the fires and just in general. Then we have this executive order, restoring the death penalty. The Attorney General shall pursue the death penalty for all crimes of a severity demanding its use. So that's going to really keep the crime down, the severe crimes, by having a death penalty when the severity demands its use. Very interesting executive orders. Now to the borders. Let's see. The border situation. The U.S. military is gearing up for deportation flights using its own aircraft with up to 10,000 troops heading to the border. The first wave is 1,500 troops, including 500 Marines from Camp Pendleton. So we have United States Marines being deployed at the southern border, as you can see here. Here's the video of that. We have U.S. Marines. They are now stationed on the border. They're helping Border Patrol, and he says, restoring America's sovereignty. Restore and keep America's sovereignty. Here they are. Those are United States Marine vehicles. Quite exclusively U.S. Marine vehicles. Look at that. Full military gear and equipment on the southern border. United States Marines themselves are defending the southern border now. That's how severe it is, the situation, especially at the southern border. That they have to go down there with fully automatic rifles, body armor, and military vehicles, as you can see here. Wow, that's really something at the southern border there. Then we have this here. Let's see. I'll read this off. AI has really developed to the point where it's PhD level. It's up there with many experts, some of the highest experts in the world. AI is keeping up with now. It's surpassed most experts. So, this is a description of artificial general intelligence. It's almost there. AGI, artificial general intelligence, refers to AI systems that possess the ability to understand, learn, and apply knowledge across a wide range of tasks, much like a human being. Unlike narrow AI, which is designed for specific tasks, AGI aims to be versatile and adaptable. One of the latest developments in AGI is the creation of a new supercomputing network designed to accelerate its progress. This network, built by Singularity Net, will feature advanced components and hardware infrastructure, including NVIDIA GPUs and AMD processors. The first of these supercomputers is expected to come online soon, with the goal of hosting and training the architectures required for AGI. Check my audio here. This isn't loading. Not sure why. One moment. We'll continue on the AGI in a moment here. This is a live stream recording once again. Not sure why I'm not able to check this video on YouTube. Weird. Okay. Seems like it's on YouTube side. One moment. This is what happens during live stream recordings. It's always a potential risk. Okay, we're good. Continuing with the AGI. Another significant aspect is the careful planning and deployment of AGI to ensure it benefits humanity while minimizing risks. Organizations like OpenAI are working on principles to guide the development of AGI, emphasizing the importance of a gradual transition and tight feedback loops to navigate the challenges of AI deployment. AGI has the potential to revolutionize various fields, from scientific research to everyday cognitive tasks. But it also comes with risks that need to be managed responsibly. So AGI is, put simply, it's one like artificial intelligence. So AGI, an example of AGI is when artificial general intelligence is put into, say, robots is a great example, and they're acting as humans would. They have that capability when it comes to AGI. There is more when it comes to that. Here it is. AI has recently made significant strides, reaching PhD level capabilities in various fields. One notable development is the creation of AI super agents by OpenAI. These advanced AI systems are designed to handle complex tasks that typically require the expertise of someone with a PhD. They can synthesize vast amounts of information, analyze options, and deliver solutions with precision and creativity. These AI super agents are expected to revolutionize industries such as healthcare, education, and software engineering by performing tasks that were previously thought to be the domain of highly skilled human professionals. So AI is up there with PhD people. They're super agents, as they call them. AI is up there with top experts now. So we are very much approaching, many people call it the singularity when it comes to artificial general intelligence. Once AGI is achieved, then the AI, the AGI, will continue to upgrade itself and make better versions, and then it will continue to do so over time. And that's when they could get quite godlike, in theory, is when they continuously upgrade themselves over time to be something that's hard to comprehend, the level of power they'll have over time. So that's the AI situation. And another thing about that is it's going forwards full steam ahead. It's not going to be restricted due to the other nations pursuing AGI as well. The United States has quite a lead, and the lead must be maintained especially according to the government. And that's why there's no restrictions. They're going full steam ahead. There's no restrictions, no stops, no delays, really. And many companies are about to come together to create AGI and keep advancing AI, and we'll see what happens with that, where it ends up. It's likely not going to be as it always runs the risk of AI going rogue. That's what a lot of people need to realize. AI could go rogue, especially when it's on the AGI level. So that's advancing and being developed further and further by the day. Now once again, we have a new administration now. We have Marines at the southern borders I showed there. Now, many people need to realize that we have a new administration, and it is seen by many as quite the all-star team, just because we have these supposed great people in the administration, this new administration. It doesn't mean all the wars and all the geopolitical events in the negative and the positive that have been going on for years are going to be put to a stop by one administration. And some people are just saying Donald Trump himself, the president. It doesn't mean it's going to be stopped. World War III does not come to a stop just because Donald Trump is the president of the United States. That's a delusion. It doesn't get stopped because he has some kind of negotiations that he has in mind that will likely fail, and he's going to really come to the realizations that many things have changed since he's been in office. Too many red lines have been crossed. Too much damage has been done. Donald Trump, the president, cannot stop it, and that's reality. That's the reality of that situation. So we have to keep on prepping, stay prepared, stay independent, stay self-reliant. You can't rely on a new administration, centralized government to take care of yourselves. You have to be self-reliant and independent and not rely on government and people in government to take care and solve all situations. That's absolutely not the case. The dollar is on a timer to collapse. As money printing continues and hyperinflation kicks in, this society, this world as we know it now, the dollar is not going to last. That's the reality of the situation. Keep on preparing. We are still in winter. There is always hope. There is always truth. There is always light. Turn to the source of your own understanding. And many people who are spiritual, I will say, embrace the light and unconditional love. Some of the most powerful forces in the universe. Love, light, and blessings to you all. I hope to see you on the next one. I will be back soon with another update. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.